Next stage, fifth and final stage would be measure your success. The amount of people that I hear that turn around to me and I say, right, okay, what success have you had from your campaign? I don't know. Well, what marketing do you do? I go networking, I do email marketing campaigns, and I do telephone campaigns. So where do your customers come from? Where do they actually come from? What statistics have you actually got that turns around and says how much that customer was worth and how much did it cost? And they turn around and say, no, haven't got a clue. And again, I'll give you another example. A supplement company came to me and they turned around to me and says, right, okay, I want to work with you. We want to purchase some data and we want to do an email campaign and a telephone follow-up campaign to actually do promote supplements to the general public. And I turn around and says, right, okay, with regards to the email campaign, you can't do that because of GDPR. With regards to your telemarketing campaign, do you mind me asking how much is your supplements? And they turned around to me and went, well, $29.99. And I says, that's a one-off. She says, yeah. Well, how often do they buy? Well, they probably buy once every 6 months. So that's 60 quid that's potentially your client's worth for that year. So I says, yeah. I said, well, by the time you've actually set up the call center to do calling, the time that you've actually taken to actually pay people to do your cold calling, I said, by the time you've actually got people to actually respond to you, engage with you, set up your supplements, the cost of your supplements as well as then your postage, I says, your profit is going to be zilch. And he turned around to me and went, oh my goodness, it says it's not worth it. And I went, yeah, exactly. This is where I'm too honest. Am I too honest? No, I'm turning around and saying that you've got to calculate your return on investment to see whether it is actually going to be of value. And then, again, another person was actually setting up a call center to do energy reviews for business. Their average order was £15,000. It were a no-brainer for them to be able to set that up, test and measure it to make sure that it did actually work. So the one thing that I would suggest is work out your likely return on investment before you do any campaign to see what your response rates are likely going to be, to then work out whether it is actually going to be of value to do this. Because the thing is, one thing that you do need to do is make sure that you're making money from your marketing campaign rather than a scattergun approach. So as far as I always turn around and say, know your figures. Again, AI can actually help you with this by turning around and saying, right, okay, with your spreadsheets, etc. If you actually turn around and say, right, okay, what campaign did that customer come from? You can then turn around, pop that into AI, and then it can actually work out as to, like it did earlier, work out exactly the correct way, or the campaign that's actually working, and that's when you'll be able to then expand that particular campaign and then work out more of your return on investment. And so that's basically it. So happy to actually have a 15-minute call with you, conversation. Happy then to also share these prompts with you. As I say, they are basic prompts. But the one thing that I would say, again, good marketing or campaigns always start with great data. And the great data, yeah, if you are actually planning on doing a marketing campaign and it's a cold email, cold calling, or a direct mailing campaign, then yeah, my details are in the chat, so please do reach out and have a chat and have a contact with me.